Tired. Need coffee. That's better. So, Full Metal Jacket. This is my first time watching this movie, and I've been avoiding Full Metal Jacket for a long time. I know it's a classic. Apparently all Stanley Kubrick movies are classics. He only made like 12 of them. I'd seen some of it, like stuff at basic training. And I'd also seen some of Kubrick's other movie, Clockwork Orange, which was so dark and grimy and ugly. So I was just scared of this movie. I was actively avoiding it. That iconic scene of Pyle in the bathroom with his rifle looking like a demon from hell. I knew I was in for some scary shit. Our second year of college, my brother and I basically decided we'd spend enough time avoiding war movies, so we spent 2 months marathoning them. You know, we watched everything we could find. You know, like we watched old movies like 12 O'Clock High, Pork Chop Hill. We watched recent ones like Saving Private Ryan and Black Hawk Down, and we still didn't watch Full Metal Jacket. So we're finally here at Movie Club, and I'm like, well, I'm an adult now. I'm out of excuses. So we should have watched this in college. I'm glad to watch it now. Now you do love the Virgin Mary, don't you? Sir, negative, sir. Private Joker, are you trying to offend me? Sir, negative, sir. Sir, the private believes that any answer he gives will be wrong, and the senior drill instructor will beat him harder if he reverses himself, sir. Last week on From Dusk Till Dawn, I talked about those movies that shift in the middle and turn into a whole different movie, and this is one of those, and one of the best of that kind of movie for sure. It really feels like two completely different movies that happen to have a couple of the same characters. We could have ended the movie with that scene in the bathroom. Or we could have skipped that whole part and started with Joker as a correspondent. General consensus, which I agree with, is that the first half is stronger. It's certainly more iconic, and there's two important reasons for that. And those reasons are Ali Ermey and Vincent D'Onofrio. They are what make this movie great. They are what make this movie iconic. Watching Pyle get beat up and be a failure was just tragic. I mean, it couldn't have been just a regular old donut. It had to be a jelly donut. He had to be that big of a screw-up. So that was heavy. But then as it went on, things started to look up. Almost. It seemed that way. And it looks like Pyle is getting it, and the training is working, and it's almost inspirational. But he's got that look in his eye. And you know he's gonna go. And so the scene in the bathroom, part of the training was basically, you know, becoming one with the rifle. And that's what Pyle had done. That's what it meant to him, and for him becoming one with the rifle meant loading it, shooting Hartman, and shooting himself. So that's heavy. In the second half, we're in Vietnam with Joker as a correspondent. We kind of coast through the area, getting different takes on the war. We get Joker's boss, who's Jack's dad from Lost, and you know, some of the officers, some of the grimy soldiers on the front lines. Adam Baldwin. Joker is kind of our surrogate. We never really get a sense of his own personality outside of the John Wayne routines. It's right there in the movie. He wears a peace pin, but he's got Born to Kill on his helmet. This guy's open for anything. And in the same way, the movie never really gives us a statement about war. Not whether war is good or war is bad, or whether the Vietnam War is good or whether it was bad. It's just kind of, you know, these are the guys on the front lines, take this as you will. In a way, nobody quite knows enough about what's going on to offer any wisdom. A lot of them think they know enough. In particular, there's the one officer who says, you know, I believe that inside every Vietnamese there's an American way to get out. And I'm like, fuck you. Anyway, great movie, classic movie. If I ever watch it again, it'll mostly be for the first half. If you got the stomach for it, definitely watch it. Don't hesitate like I did. You won't regret it. Sir, the private believes that any answer he gives will be wrong, and the senior drill instructor will just beat him harder if he... Fuck. LTA Movie Club, this is Doug signing off.